Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I've got a box to open. This was chilling in my mailbox today, and I've been eagerly awaiting this knife for months and months and months. It was a pre-order. This is from Wehr Tools. I don't know if it's Wehr or Wehr. I feel like I'm going to say Wehr. I'm going to stick with that until someone tells me that it's supposed to be Wehr. Or maybe it's something else altogether. I don't know. W-E-H-R. I think the guy's last name is Wehrween. I might be saying that wrong too. I don't know, but I assume that's where it comes from. I've seen his customs floating around. I've never handled one, but this is his first production knife. He partnered with Riat to do these, and when the pre-order happened, I was really excited to get in on it. Funny story, I was actually on a hike the day that it happened, and I remember this hike with great specificity because it was an interesting day, but it landed right in the middle of the hike when these were supposed to drop, and I was terrified I was going to miss out because the drop was supposed to be like a day or two earlier, and then it ended up like, I think his site was kind of crashing because there was a lot of traffic, so he repositioned, figured it out, we're going to do it on this day now, and he increased the amount that would be available because he could see how many users were on the site. It was a whole thing, and then the day when it was supposed to finally happen, I was out of service, right? So I had messaged my brother-in-law, asked if he could do it, but he wasn't getting back to me, and I was like, dang it, I'm just going to miss this thing. I'm going to have to wing it, try to get one when they come out. But then because he added more to the order to allow for more people to get them, I ended up, after the hike, being able to just get one. I was excited that I didn't miss the pre-order. So anyway, I got in on the pre-order the day that it happened. I've been waiting ever since, and I was excited to see that they got to him and that they were shipping, and I've been eager for this one. So he's a maker, I should say, also that like his knives look cool to me, but again, I haven't handled any of them, and I've just kind of been curious about his design philosophy in application since I haven't handled or used any of his knives. And so having a production version is the perfect way for a guy like me who's curious about his stuff to be able to get one without dropping obscene amounts on a custom. And not saying those aren't worth it, but this is approachable in a way that customs aren't. So we'll see. Maybe I'll love it so much that I'll feel like I need one of his customs. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just be like, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. In the box, we have a blow pop, charms, and double bubble. Cool, a little candy in there. And then we've just got a simple white box, it looks like, and some bubble wrap in here. Yeah, so bubble wrap, white box, model MW, inlay natural micarta, handle titanium, blade S35VN acid washed, or acid stone washed, date 2021. And there's a little made in China sticker over here because Riat is the OEM. I will say I was a little bit, I don't want to say skeptical, it's not the right word. I was confused why he picked S35VN. What I have come to the conclusion of, I could be wrong, this is me just guessing. I'm guessing he just really likes S35VN because as somebody who has a knife coming with Riat, I know the cost difference between S35VN and M390, and it's not staggering. And it's not like M390 is the only other option they have. I personally don't love S35VN. It's one of those steels that to me is just fine. It's not like going to ruin a knife for me, but I'm never, ever excited about S35VN. Maybe if a knife was like $20 and it had S35VN and it was real and heat treated well, then I'd be like, wow, that's amazing they did that. But I don't care about S35VN on pretty much any range of knife. It's just not what I would personally pick. So I was a little confused why on this cool like frame lock, bolster lock, awesome thing that he was putting out, why S35VN would be the choice. That's just me being overly critical for no reason. I'm just saying after I read S35VN on the box, that's the thoughts that are going through my head. Anyway, we've got a soft pouch here that was inside of that white box. This just has the Wehr logo on it. Kind of looks a little bit like this to me. I don't know if it's intentional, but I find it kind of funny. I guess I'm in a mood today, guys. I don't know why this is happening this way. I'm really excited to check this out. I feel like I'm going to come across in some weird way like I'm salty because I'm being cheeky or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Anyway, here's the knife. I can see before we pull it out, we have a sticker. Does this go this way or this way? It feels like it should go this way, right? Because this should be at the top. And then we have a Wehr Knives sticker. This model is called the Lukas P. S35VN blade steel, 3.25 inch blade, 7.5 inch overall length, titanium frames, ceramic bearings and detent, Matthew Wehrween. So that's the kind of ownership card there, and then Wehr knives, and it says production series. So not one of his customs, should not be confused with it. And I think the Lukas is a model that he does, and so Lukas P just means Lukas production. So the prototypes that he had of these that he was showing photos and videos of to kind of promote the launch, they did not have this acid stone washed blade. They had a satin finish. I personally would probably prefer the satin finish, but I really wanted the natural micarta, not the full titanium. So it was like you could get the satin blade only if you got a full titanium one without the micarta inlays, and I wanted the natural micarta, so it was a decision to be made there. I ended up erring on the side of this blade finish so that I could have the inlays, but really nice natural micarta inlays, typical Reat fashion. I don't feel any gaps or voids or anything. It's just set in there perfectly well. Kind of a bolster lock on this side. You can see that's kind of covering part of the lock. I'd say this is really more of a frame lock that just has some inserts on it. This is a pretty Reat style clip, if you ask me. You see them do a lot of clips kind of like this, just a milled titanium clip. I do wish it was way deeper carry. I can say right now with confidence, I wish it wasn't that much knife sticking out of the pocket, and I haven't even put it in pocket yet. Some people don't prefer deep carry. I guess Wehr is one of them. Anyway, really nice looking from the closed position. Let's see how it deploys. Hey, okay. Really nice, crispy Reat detent. That finish does look nice for a acid stone wash. It's just generally not my preference, but I don't hate it when it's done well, and this appears to have been done quite well. Nice hollow grind. It's real thin behind the edge. That's thinner than I was expecting it to be. The jimping is really tight up here. I like that. Okay, yeah, in hand, this feels really good. This is more comfortable in hand than I was anticipating it being. I never know, based on the size of a groove like this, whether it's going to fit my hand well or not. I really get 2 fingers in there, and that feels like it's pulling into my hand in a nice way. I like the contrast of the studs against that acid stone wash blade. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking, actually. Maybe I don't mind that I got this blade finish. In person, it looks pretty freaking sweet. The micarta looks good. Nice natural micarta. Let's see how it closes. Okay, so it's not drop shutty, but it may become drop shutty as it breaks in. Middle finger flicks well for a thumb stud knife. I like that. Yeah, okay. The detent is good. This is it's not a super stiff detent, but for a thumb stud knife, it's dialed really, really well. It's poppy. Come on. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple of things that are not like perfect for me, which not every knife is going to be perfect for me, right? Like, I wouldn't have chosen this blade steel. Probably this blade finish wouldn't be my first choice, but the blade finish looks really good in person. S35VN is fine. It's not a problem. And it appears to be executed really well. I expect nothing less from Reat. Obviously, I'm confident in them because I'm using them as well, but yeah, this is consistent with what I would expect from them. It's really well done, and it seems, I don't know, this looks just like the photos of his customs look. So it seems like a good representation of one of his knives just in a production version, and I love to see that. I think that's kind of the point of these OEM runs, oftentimes, is to make a knife accessible that otherwise wouldn't be, whether it's from a maker who doesn't have the capacity to make enough customs to satiate the market and also bring it in at a price that's affordable, or whether it's a designer who doesn't even have the capability to make at all and making cool designs available that otherwise wouldn't be. So anyway, it's out of the box. I like it. I think it's pretty cool looking. I'm excited to see how it carries, how it performs. I know I'm going to wish it was deeper carry. Maybe I'll retract that later, but I can't imagine that I'll want that much knife sticking out of my pocket. Does look kind of cool with the inlay, I guess. there's your silver lining. Anyway, it's here. It's out of the box. That's all we're doing today. So probably won't have a first impressions on this just with everything I've got going on, but there will be a full review as soon as I'm ready to do that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.